Hello, beloveds. I've been trying to get this message out for a long time, and I've actually recorded quite a few recordings in between this message that I just haven't had the chance to put up onto a video and upload. Unfortunately, I've been sort of time limited and busy, and it's been holidays season, school holiday season over here, and I'm having a few issues with internet, so apologies for not being able to get out a message to you sooner. There's a lot happening in Twin Flame Land, as well as in my own personal life related. So I'm going to share with you some of the latest energy updates, as well as how that has related back to my personal experience, so that I can, ground it in, and always with the knowledge that, if this doesn't resonate with you, then message is not for you. But if it's resonating, it's probably because you are in a team of twin flames or light workers that will be experiencing something similar. So through the sharing of this experience, I really hope that it really just confirms to those that are on the similar path that what you're experiencing is real. You're not crazy. So some of what I had recorded in previous recordings, I will include in this one in a shorter version. So the key messages that I had been receiving over the last week were, one is that acknowledgement and recognition to the beautiful twin flames and light workers that have been doing amazing amounts of work on themselves. All the inner work and the clearing that's been going on has been incredible. I saw us all in this ship that was going quite fast actually through the water, and it was getting faster and faster because there were so many of us throwing out so much baggage off the back of this boat. It's an ethereal boat, so we're not polluting the water or anything like that. But when we let go of this baggage that we were just really just so ready to get rid of and just throwing it out, the boat was just getting faster and faster, and it was just smooth sailing. So I was also receiving that message that we've done so much work. It's smooth sailing from here. There's no going back. We are definitely just full on at once. Some of us have just got past a certain point, and we're just moving forward. And although it still may feel, we'll still need the skills of having patience. Obviously, it's still important, even though things are smoother and easier. It's not necessarily that, even though it's going faster, that it's going to be, for some of us, we're not going to see the results of that automatically. We might be getting really small little indications that things are shifting and changing for us. Again, as always, continued with the message of trusting the process, being in the present, and not letting some of what we're experiencing on the third dimension as being the real true story. There's a lot hidden under the surface. So as I'm talking, saying this message, there's new information coming. We're in the ship, right? And it's smooth sailing. Up ahead there is actually an iceberg. It's not that we are going to crash into the iceberg, but what the iceberg is representing is what we can see on the surface. What's underneath the surface is what we can't see, and so that is, for many of us, our subconscious fears. And so many twin flames have done a lot of work on those, but those are still coming up. And it's what the progress that may not be happening for a lot of twin flames is due to the subconscious fears that are below the surface that we can't see. So, we're doing a great job of throwing out what we've found in the closet. Oh, I didn't realize that was in there. Yeah, throw it out. We don't need that anymore. That's fine. Oh gosh, when I look down at the bottom of that bag, look at that old stuff. Let's get rid of that. That's easy. But going a little bit deeper on some of those really hidden unconscious, subconscious layers. Many are really, doing a lot on that. So helping those, fears to come out, we don't, I have an issue with myself in my own situation, and I'm hoping this will help others just to be aware of not going too much into the others' fears and trying to resolve those for them. We just must remember to come back to our own fears, because we're not doing another person's work for them. We are just focusing on us. And when we focus on us and we work on our own inner fears, then we, automatically that resonates and ripples out to the other. So they automatically feel safer. They're not, being repelled by that fear that we're holding within us. So, so basically also, very much trusting in the divine plan. And when we allow the divine to work things out for us, things just really do unfold. And it's such a beautiful cosmic, display of how amazing things can actually become in reality. So I was really lucky this last week where I had just a beautiful opportunity that presented itself, and of course I did virtually nothing to orchestrate this beautiful, very spontaneous meeting with my beloved, and we were able to spend some really close time together. So that was really, really special. And, we also are, doing a dance with each other very much on many levels, getting close, pulling away, getting close, pulling away. But acknowledging that between us there are a lot of these subconscious, unconscious, hidden fears, wherever they have existed through time and space, and with our lineages or in our DNA or whatever they are, so wherever they've come from, we do have some of that still between us. However, there's the little signs again that are coming up, and just an example, and as I'm actually recording this, I looked at the time and it's just gone 2222. So this is, again, I've got to mention this because this is super significant and you'll love it. So, we are sharing some beautiful time together, my beloved and I, and just for you to know, he does not know that I do these videos, and he also does not know that I refer to him in this terminology. However, he knows that we have a real special relationship, and he also knows that I talk about these signs of the numbers and things. So he has this sort of recording equipment, and we were playing some music together, and we were going to do a recording on the music, and he brought out this, and on the recording device that he had, there's this digital number, and of course, guess what the number was? It was 22. And I was like, why is it 22? Like, why isn't it any other number? And he just, he sort of brushed it off, but I was like, what? So again, just this type of thing. The other thing that I noticed, that, he's moved into a new home. He's moved places and he's set up his room. He's only just been there within the last week. And I noticed that some of the little gifts that I've given him during the last year that we've been connected to each other, that he had them sort of displayed and put out in special places in his room. So, for me, that gave me the confirmation that those things are important to him, that they're special things and he cares about them. And, so whilst he might not be saying verbally or finding it hard to communicate his feelings to me, I know how strong the connection is, and those little signs are enough for me to know that, even though and even I can't say really clearly what is actually happening for us, because it is so big and so deep and so scary on many levels because of how big and how deep it is for us, that just having these small confirmations is enough, and just having these small moments of time together is enough, and it's at our own pace. And so it's to acknowledge also that every twin flame couple have their own pace, and that is unique to them, and their own issues that are unique to them, that they're working on, their own signs that are significant to them. There are very much a lot of the collective experiences that we're all having that are similar. That's why it is important for us to share and to chat to each other about those. And the other significant thing that happened to me during the last week is that I come across a person that I had done a reading for some time ago, and they had said to me, "Wow, that was an amazing reading. It's so good to see you again," and da da da. And then they told me that they were having this amazing experience, and as it turns out, they're having a twin flame experience, and so we were able to share that with each other, and it was just so just beautiful to be able to share that. And this is a male twin flame, and so it was just beautiful to connect with him, and to have this heart sharing of this experience was just absolutely confirming. And yeah, it's just all been really beautiful. So I just hope that you are also having these beautiful experiences of confirmation, of synchronicity, of divine, and I will say divine intervention, even though the divine would rather see it as more of an unfolding. And the other image that I just wanted to give to us, that I was also given by Spirit as a reminder not to force your journey or your experience. I was given the imagery of the rose and how the rosebud, and we've heard this many times as a imagery and metaphor, but just a reminder that we don't force the rosebud to open. I remember when I was a child, I used to try and open up rosebuds. I used to pick them off and try and open them up. Like, that's a typical child, and it would just destroy that plant, of course. But when we wait for the rose to unfold and unfurl in its own precious time, we get this beautiful flower with this beautiful fragrance. And so please just allow the unfolding and the time that it takes for for this whole experience, and don't force it. In the same way that with the butterfly, I've also heard a beautiful story where a little boy had taken a cocoon and was looking after the caterpillar in the cocoon, and was waiting very patiently for the cocoon to start to turn into a butterfly. And it was a very important process to watch the unfolding. And so one day he noticed that the cocoon was starting to break, and he could see that the butterfly's wings were trying to come out of the cocoon. And the little boy thought, I wonder if it needs any help. And he really wanted to help the butterfly because it looked like it was getting stuck. And so he went and got some scissors, and he started to cut the cocoon so that the butterfly could come out more easily. And of course, unfortunately, the butterfly died because the butterfly needed, as part of the process to unravel itself out of the cocoon, the process of strengthening its wings was so that it could unfurl and come out of that cocoon. And by trying to speed up that process, it destroyed the outcomes. So that's the message for this week. I hope you're all doing amazingly. Just keep the faith, and sending you all